Welcome to my book reviews. My name is Michelle and I do 5-star book reviews. That means unless it is a 5-star book, meaning I loved everything about the story, I don't do reviews because I don't like negative reviews. So here we go. This week's book, Jessica Strawser, Forget You Know Me, comes out February 5th, 2019. I got to read it this weekend and I love Jessica. Okay. I knew I was going to love it. I didn't even have to question because I've read her other 2 books. Almost Missed You came out March 28th, 2017. And then Not That I Could Tell came out March 27th, 2018. I'm going to be posting right here my playlist for Jessica so you can see the interview. I've only done 1 interview. So right there, I'm going to post the interview right there. And I love her. Okay. And I am so happy she let me read this book early. And I just have to tell you, it's 5 stars. So there we go. It's a 5-star book. It's amazing. Let's just dive into the things that I loved about this book. And I like to do these really quick because I don't even like watching long book reviews. So I'm going to do this as fast as possible. Number 1 thing I loved about this book is the title. The title means so much. As you read this book, you are going to love it. Perfect title, Jessica. I loved it so, so much. Next thing, the first chapter. This book has one of the best first chapters I have read in a long, long time, okay? We meet Liz and Molly, and Molly has 2 children, married, 2 children, Liz, single. They are Skyping, old friends, and catching up, you know those old friends that you don't talk to that often, and then when you do, it's like you just, pick up where you left off, and they decide to have a little wine Skyping party, catching up party. All awesome, right? Until Molly's one child, I think it was her son, starts crying. And Liz is like, go ahead, I'll wait for you. Go take care of him. As she's waiting, she watches a guy walk into the room. And he's like in a black mask. And she yells. And then he closes the computer. And this is how we end the first chapter. And I started reading this in the middle of the night. I woke up and I'm like, oh, let's just start this book. And I read that first chapter. I'm like, no, I'll never go back to sleep. So I put it down and waited till the next day. But it's not all that scary, the book. But the first chapter, amazing, amazing. There are so many good quotes in this book. So many. I started writing some, and I'm going to just tell you my favorite one. She wanted to say yes, which meant she had to say no. And we're talking about Molly here, and I'm not giving away anything, but I love that line because I've been there. We've all been there. You want to say yes, which means you should probably say no. The situation, that's one of those situations that you need to say no. So I love that, Jessica. Love that line. And then I loved something else. Okay, Molly's daughter is named Eleanor. Isn't that perfect? I love that. She calls her Nori. And then she gives us Eleanor Roosevelt quotes throughout the book. I love Eleanor Roosevelt, so I loved that part of it. I love when there's these added little things in books that just make it that much more interesting. So anyway, awesome, Jessica. Love that. And then one of the best first chapters that you're going to read too. Last chapter. Best first chapter, best last chapter. I loved this last chapter, okay? So Jessica starts it off with bookends. Best first chapter, best last chapter. Everything in the middle is perfect. So I just want to thank Jessica for allowing me to read it early. And guys, go pre-order it. I'm going to put the Amazon link below. Comes out in February. That way you'll have it delivered to your door the day that it comes out. And thank you. That kind of wraps it up. Go buy the book.